Hello friends, Kolhapur Municipal Corporations, Yashwantrao Tavan KMC College Kolhapur. I am Dr. Sanjay Pandit Kamble, Assistant Professor, Department of English. Today I am going to discuss with you BA Part 1, Semester 1st, Module number 3rd B. The title of our text is Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course English for Communication, and that is known as Compulsory English. In this module number 3rd B, we are going to discuss, we are going to learn, I am going to analyze a very simple poem, a very romantic kind of poem by William Wordsworth. The title of this poem is The Solitary Reaper. So, before going towards the poem, there are so many doubts regarding regarding in your mind that who is William Wordsworth? William Wordsworth is a very great name in the English literature, especially British literature is concerned. We cannot say or we cannot conclude that the English literature is complete without his name or without his, you can say, that contribution. The contribution of William Wordsworth is very great so far as the English literature is concerned. He is known as the pioneer of romantic literature, romantic movement in English literature. So let us see who is William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is, you can say, that founder of romantic movement. He is known as the nature poet. Nature is the best teacher. Nature is his friend, guide, philosopher. He was born in 1770 and he was died in 1850. In 1798, he published Preface to Lyrical Ballad. His poems are reflection of silent aspect of nature, wonders in nature. He became poet laureate in 1843 of England. The present poem is a lyrical ballad, love songs for a girl of farmer's family. The girl in a poem sings a Scottish language or native dialect. So far as his literary contribution is concerned, he is a pioneer of romantic movement in, you can say, that literature. Romantic movement starts from the book published by Preface to Lyrical Ballad. Ballad is a traditional folk songs, or you can say that song or poetry that is sung with the you can say that with the musical instrument. In Marathi, the word in Marathi we call it the povada. So like that, he has composed this ballad on a girl. A girl is a very poor and she is working in the, you can say that, farm, and he observes that her beauty, her songs, and what she is doing there on the farm. So let us see in the poem. I am going to read this poem one by one. We are going to explain. Let us see. Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself. Stop here or gently pass. Alone she cuts, binds and grain, and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen for the wail profound, or is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to weary bands of travelers in some shady haunt among Arabian sands, a voice so thrilling never was heard in a springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Will no one tell me what she sang? Perhaps the plenty numbers flew for old, unhappy, far off things and battle long ago, or it is some more humble lay, familiar matter of the day, some natural sorrow, loss or pain that has been and may be again. Whatever the theme, the maiden sang as if her song could have no ending. I saw her singing at her work, and over the sickle bending. I listened, motionless and still, and I mounted up the hill to the music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more. So, this is a very simple poem about a girl who is working on the farm, the poet observed the beauty of the farm as well as the beauty of that girl. How is she? Let us see. Behold her single in the field. Behold, to see. Behold means to see. Here the poet says that I saw her, I see her, where she was a single in the field. She was alone in the field. She was working. She was, you can say that, where she was there, she was on a solitary highland lass. She was working, she was alone in a single field, and she was working on the high land. The land is not a plain land, high land, mountain peak, like that, reaping and singing by herself. She was working in the farm, she was singing in the, you can say that, farm, in the field. She was alone, and she was singing alone a song of herself. She was not singing the songs of others, she was singing the songs of herself. She sings there a beautiful song. It may not be called as a beautiful, but there is some kind of pains. There are some kind of, you can say that, suffering. Stop here, gently pass. Poet says, stop here or gently pass. If you want to see that girl, if you want to observe that girl, you have to stop here or gently pass. Without disturbing that girl, we have to go. Alone she cuts and binds the grain. She was working in the she was working in the field, and she was cutting the, you can say that, grass, cutting the grains, binds the grains, cutting the grains. She was working in the farm alone and sings a melancholy strain. She sings a song, but the song is not, you can say that, happy. She was singing a melancholy, nervous, you can say that, nervous kind of, sad kind of song she was singing. Uh, listen, for the veil profound is overflowing with the sound. So when she sings a song, it is, you can say that, it is believed, or it is said, or it is, you can say that, observe. The poet has so observed. Oh, listen! The poet talks with the speaker in the poem, talks with somebody else, that, oh, listen, for the veil profound. What is there in her song? What is the deepness of her song? What is the meaning of the song? What is inside the song? What is the meaning? What is the message of her song? Veil profound is overflowing with the sound. Okay, the emotions are, they are overflowing. She is unable to control her feelings, and so that her feelings are overflowing, and she is singing the her sorrow, her sadness, her grief has taken, you can say that, form of words, and she has taken, she has been singing the songs. She has been singing the songs. That song is nothing but overflow of her feelings. As William Shakespeare has defined, poetry is a spontaneous overflow of feelings, like that. There is overflowness in her feelings, in her, you can say that, expression, and that, you can say that, with sound. She uses the sound, she uses the words in a musical, you can say that, way. With the help of musical instrument, these songs can be understood. No nightingale did ever chant. He compares that girl's songs with nightingale's chant. Nightingale, the singing bird, which is singing, her sound is so melodious that we want to listen. Everybody wants to listen. So her songs cannot, you can say that, spoke, or cannot, you can say that, sing, cannot speak, cannot compare with the nightingale, because nightingale only chant, but her song is different. More welcome knows to the very bands, or travelers in some shady haunt, as if, you can say that, she is not welcome. She was very weary. She was tired because of the work, and as if the travelers, they are in search of, you can say that, shadow. They are in search of shadow, like that. She is in search of, you can say that, console. She is in search of somebody's support. She is a supportless. She is a, you can say that, innocent girl who is not having, you can say that, support among the Arabian sands. How the Arabian, you can say that, travelers, they are traveling on the, you can say, the desert, and they are in search of shadow like that. They are in search of shadow like that. The girl is in search of. The girl who is singing a song, melancholy song, who is in search of somebody's help, somebody's, you can say that, glance. A voice so thrilling never was heard. I listen, as the poet says that, I listen, a voice so thrilling. There was a vibration in her voice which I have never heard before. In springtime, from the cuckoo bird, how the cuckoo sings a song. In the same way, during the springtime, the cuckoo sings. The cuckoo, you can say that, sing the songs. In the same way, you can say that I listen the voice of that girl, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides, you see, breaking the silence of the silence as if the sea is silence. The sea is very silent, and her voice break the silence of the sea. Silence of the sea is making the ebbs and flows, waves, and that making the noise. In the same way, her song is making the noise. Among the farthest Hebrides, will no one tell me what she sings? I'm sure that nobody can tell me what kind of song she sings, what type of song she sings, whether it is a melancholy, whether it is a bad, whether it is a good, whether it is a romantic, whatever it may be. But whatever observed, whatever I experienced, it is a melancholy. It is a sad. Definitely, it is a sad. Perhaps the plenty number flow for old, unhappy, far off things. She is, perhaps, you can say that, number of things she has lost in her, you can say that, childhood. And for her old memories, unhappy, far off things, the things which are far off, far away from her, for that things she is singing a song. Or maybe she is singing a song for long ago battle. The battle which was fought long ago. The girl is belong to Scotland, the Scottish land. Okay, and there was always, Europe was not safe in those days. Europe was always, there were always some kind of wars going on between European countries, and Scotland is always one of them. So she is singing such a song which is, you can say that, nobody can tell me what type of song she is singing. But I observed, but I experienced, I know that she is a, you can say that, singing a plenty or melancholy kind of songs for old, whatever is, you can say that, unknown to her, unhappy, far off things and battle long ago. Or is it some more humble lay? Or sometime it is observe, or it is, you can say that, gaze, that sometime it is some more humble lay, familiar matter of the day. Something wrong went in her family life, and for that purpose only she is singing a song. Some natural sorrow, loss, or pain. Poet is guessing, he guesses. What he guesses? That he, you can say that, comes to the conclusion that the woman, the girl who is singing a song for a long battle, long ago battle, maybe for far off things, for, you can say that, old things, for unhappiness. Number of things are there. Number of things are there which you can say that she is singing. Familiar matter of the day, some natural sorrow. There are some natural sorrows. The girl is suffering from natural sorrows. Some, she might have lost something. There are some pains that has been maybe again. The chain of the loss, the chain of the pain, the chain of the sorrow, that is always continued. And again it is happening in her life, and because of that she is a sad, she is in plenty mood, she is in, you can say that, melancholy mood. Whatever the theme, the maiden sang as if her song could have no ending. It is my observation as a poet, whatever the theme, whatever the subject, whatever the matter is there, whatever the issues are there, the maiden, the unmarried girl sings a song. I feel as if her song could have no ending. It is my observation, it is my conclusion that there is no end of her songs. She will continue because she is suffering. I saw her singing at her work. Where I saw her singing at her work. Where she works in the field, there she is singing a song. And over sickle bending, I listened motionless and still, and as mounted up the hill. I listened. I was interested. I was motionless. I could not move anywhere else. I stood there still, silently, and as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more. The beauty, the rhymes, the music of her, you can say that song which was in my heart. It was, you can say that going on continuously, it is not going to end. This will continue, this will remain continue because there was some kind of feelings, there was some kind of suffering, that suffering, haunting, that suffering, you can say that we can observe from her singings, from her voice, from her, you can say that ballad. So it is a very interesting kind of lyrical ballad composed by William Wordsworth. He's a very you can say that a famous poet of romantic movement. Because of him, there is a romantic movement. The trend of romanticism came into English literature. We cannot deny his contribution to the English literature. So whatever the subject he has handled, it is observed that he only handles or he only depicted the silent aspect of the nature. Okay, let us see vocabulary exercise. Yawn. This is a old English that is known. That is the meaning of this yawn is that highland. Highland. Highland is a high mountain or a country. Lass is a girl that is known as a maiden. That is, you can say that unmarried. Reaping, cutting, collecting crops from the field. Melancholy, very sad, nervous mood. Strain, music, songs, words. A vale, a valley. Profound, a very great, strong feelings. Overflow, full with force, very tired, band, groups of travelers of Arabia, haunt, less visited place, often visited, Hebrides, island of the west coast of Scotland, plaintive, nervous, sad, humble, lay songs of the day matter, mountain, past tense of mount, boar, past tense of bear, that is carry. So, what is the message from from this poem? The title of this poem is The Solitary Reaper. So these are the observation. This is the message. These are the message. Various message he has given through this poem. Let us see. Poet's observation of the nature. Nature is the best teacher. Silent aspect of the nature. Local color of Scotland. Wonders of the nature. Pensive mood. Depiction of farmer's girl. Story of a nervous girl. Poet enjoys the beauty of nature, combination of feelings and imagination. So this is what the messages he has given through this poem. Really talking or really speaking, it is very difficult to teach a romantic poem because so many new concepts have arrived in this poem. So for our deeply understanding, we have to read again and again this poem, and then we will come to know various meanings which are attributed, which are, you can say that, conveyed by the poet through this poem. So with this short time of period, I take your leave. I again appeal to you, if you like my video, please share and subscribe my channel. It is really speaking only academic or only, you can say that, educational purpose videos which can be useful for the learners. Definitely this is a new platform which I have chosen only for the purpose of you can say that conveying messages. Due to the time consent, I take your leave once again. Thank you very much. I am taking your leave. Thank you very much.